40. 180. All day. All day. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
They go play action here on first down. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Watch it. 18.
On the ground, Michel. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And it'll have his man, that's Edelman. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready?
Stop your whining. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Five. Please grip.
Here's Beathard to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw Beathard. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Beathard. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
They go play action. Trubisky going deep here for Edelman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Hey, they're scared.
Now Beathard. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Squeeze, double.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
The 43-yard line.
180. You can't block.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Trubisky to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he didn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. To throw is Beathard. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Lock in.
Check. 40's mark. 40's the mark.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gostkowski for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go. 8, read.
3, Mike, go. Go.
Here's Beathard to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Demarius. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 27. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We play to win. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Beathard. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 21 yards there on third down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Jim.
5.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
52. 52's the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see him.
Go.
You don't want Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Get it.
On second and 12. Beathard, throw left side, taken in by Hill. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
Watch twist.
It's a gain of 3.
General West.
Brings up third and 10.
Look at me. Zipper. Bravo.
52, Mike 52.
Now.
Beathard. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24.
Rush in.
Hey, 18.
Now it's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll make it third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
When the rep, let's go right here. Yeah, check, hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch to Mike right here. We go Mike forward.
Alert. Smooth.
Let's go, let's bring it.
On third down, Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Devin McCourty brings him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Hill one more time.
Go, go. It's running. They're running.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Now.
That's a gain of 3.
52's the mark. 52.
Third and 3.
Check.
Look. Squeeze. Cut. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll throw here. Beathard. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's going deep for Brown. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Patriots take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the screen.
On the ground, this is Michel. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later, because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked them down in a hurry.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
What do you want? 48 Mike. Ransom. You better be afraid of me.
Now Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
132 fighter.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hey, Wahoo! Fight!
He'll look to throw. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
61, matchbox lights. Snap.
The busy night continues for Hill. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Hill. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
They'll run it with Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. Here's Beathard to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw Beathard. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Didn't score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New England, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over.